Hey guys, Sean here. I'm just kind of tinkering around out here in the shop. Buddy came over today. I sharpened up his knife and, well, taught him how to do it as well. Made him a strop. And so I really didn't get anything done that I wanted to do today. I finished up all those cake boards yesterday, which is fantastic. I was going to finish laminating these, get them all prepped for paint, and then start priming tomorrow. But I guess we're a day behind on that. But whatever. So I was sitting here going through my router bits, and I'm wanting to get back into the audio field. And I like to do a lot of pattern routing with different offsets and things like that. A lot of these are just cheap bits, whatever. This one was not. These two were not. That one was not. Now, I had made an order from MLCS to get these different chamfer bits. So we got 45, 30, 22 and a half, and 15, I believe that is. I got this monster 45. I got this monster rabbit bit here. Now, I also ordered a bearing kit to change the depth of my rabbit cut, which is all these bearings. Well, I didn't like them just being in a bag. I also added 2 bearings to this. I need a few more because I want to get out up to a 2-inch bearing. This is 1 7/8. And this one's 1 1/4, and that one's 1 1/2. So I need 1 3/8, and then the one that goes in between there, and then the 2-inch. So they don't make the big 2-inch one. I've never seen one. So I think I'm going to have a couple bearings made. And really, let me get down here. Really all they do is they take a piece of steel, basically, turn it down on the lathe, and they press a bearing into it. So with that in mind, I've got all these extra little bearings here. So I might as well use the ones that I have multiples of. So it'll probably be, let's see here, we've got 3 of those, 3 of those, and 3 of these. So probably on the bigger ones I'll use a larger bearing. But yeah, you guys can understand what I'm doing there. So, and then I'm also going to, I bought some diamond blades. I'm going to rig something up on my Dremel and with my 4-inch grinder build some jigs so I can sharpen all my saw blades and router bits. A lot of these I've done by hand over the years, but that's never exact. So something I've noticed with these MLCS bits is, they're not a bad bit, but they're not overly sharp. And if you can see here, I don't know if you can see that. So you see like that, maybe you can see it better on this one. Yeah, you see it better on this. You see how right through here, this carbide is not completely flat. So I'm hoping I'll be able to build a jig that these will insert in. I'll be able to drop that down to a perfect 90 onto that bit and bring it back and forth like that. For some of these smaller bits, I picked up these little diamond wheel kits. I'm not a big fan of tool shop, but we'll just see if it works. Because I do have, well, there are some cheap bits in here. Here, we'll just pick one. These right here. These are actually sharper than the MLCS's. But now, well, I guess that's not a good example either. Let's get down to, let's say, some of these 1/4-inch ones. I'm not going to be able to do that on a 4-inch. So something like that should work out pretty good. Maybe I could do those by hand. I don't know. We'll see. Might end up wrecking a bit or two. So there's a couple supply, car audio websites out there that sell templates and different bearings and blah blah blah, and router bits and all this stuff, to do these custom installs. Well, I'm not a guy with lots of money that can afford, $2,000 in router bits, because that's just ridiculous. Now, particle board, MDF, it's somewhat abrasive, So bits do tend to wear out quite fast, but they are sharpenable. So I don't know. I spent like, I don't know, $55, $60 for this bit. Other companies want $100 and some for that bit. Same thing with this large rabbiting bit. Now, I need to be able to cut a rabbit that's at least 1.125 minimum. I've been looking at slot cutters, and I did find a company that had a 3-inch slot cutter that would fit on this arbor right here. On a 1/2-inch arbor with a 5/16 shank. But do you think I can find that again online? Because that would have worked out just great. Then I can get all the different bearings, and I can do larger rabbits than what this bit can provide. So yeah, what I'm attempting to do here is get back into audio, of course. I want to incorporate a lot of my car audio skills from back in the day with fiberglass and all these different materials into home audio as well. So, we'll do like wood with leather, stamped steel, metal grills, different things like that. I'm not really doing it to make money. I'm doing it just as a hobby because I enjoy doing it. So I'm trying to revamp what I had 20 years ago, update everything to become more efficient, so I don't spend, a day and a half, 2 days just making one template. Now, there are companies out there that make specific PVC templates. They are a little expensive, and I'll probably end up buying the oddball ones, the ones that I just can't make myself, to where they're perfect. But yeah, so Bluetooth cabinets. I did. I found some of these old Pioneer 6.5s. They were brand new, never been used, and they were just sitting in my storage out at my mom's. So I grabbed those. I'm going to put these into a little Bluetooth box, I think. I think that'll sound kind of nice. But yeah, so I'm just kind of having fun, dinking around, wasting some time. I don't have to go back to work till January 2nd, so that's fantastic. So yeah, if you guys know where I can find a really large rabbiting bit or a slot cutter that's, I don't know, 2.5 to 3 inches in diameter, well, probably 2 3/4 to 3 inches in diameter for what I want to do, that would be fantastic. I'm also looking for a large monster bit like this, but with a 60 degree and one with a 70 or 72 degree. And I know they make those, but I don't want to pay $100 a bit, because I think that's ridiculous. So, there you go, guys. That's what I've kind of been doing. I did finish up the Alpine Type R box. It's getting dirty and dusty in here. That's got to go on Craigslist here one of these days. But it turned out good. It's got a good, nice deep hit. Each cabinet or each enclosure size is 0.75. So with displacement of the driver and fill, we're looking at about 0.64, 0.65. So yeah, anyway, there you go, guys. I'm just kind of rambling and yeah, doing what I'm doing. So all right, take care. Talk to you later.